Hi everybody. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to be reading tarot. I'm going to start this channel in hopes of benefiting the collective in any way that I can for the highest good of everybody. So I have if I have messages that come through that are for anybody, that's what I really want to be delivering. I think all of us could need some guidance sometimes. I know I've really been helped by different tarot readers that I've come across, tarot readers that I've had do personal messages, personal readings for me. And yeah, we're ultimately all here to be helping each other and joining each other and kind of just doing this mission all together. I think it's nice when we can all come together and do something for a common cause. So I'm gonna get into the tarot now. Thank you for joining me. I want everybody to kind of check, make sure that the state that they're in is one that they feel like they can be receptive to the message. That way you can allow it to touch you in the way that it needs to be. Thank you. What I'm getting right away is the Empress card. We'll see how that plays out. Someone feeling like they're in their Empress energy. Alright, I have the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Wands that just came out. They seem almost like I don't know, maybe somebody feels like if they are to step into their power that they may be left out because of something. Seems to me like maybe in somebody stepping into their power that other people may not be. I don't know, there might be competition that one feels like they're gonna have to go through. Maybe competition that they're having a hard time really being awake to. Needing to make a decision about something that needs to be communicated. Or that one wants to communicate. Something that somebody needs to see possibly from a different perspective, or that one is trying to see from a different perspective. I just had the Hanged One come out. The Three of Cups and the Star. So we have Pisces and Aquarius energy here. And this could be somebody embodying that type of energy too. It's not necessarily those signs. Maybe by seeing something from a different perspective, one is able to celebrate emotionally with like-minded people, people that feel supportive, people that feel like they're on the same route as that person, you know, like friends that feel honest with you, people that you genuinely feel supported by. I have the Eight of Cups. Maybe you needed to walk away from relationships, people, things that weren't really in alignment with you, and you really needed to make the effort to walk into a place, to journey to a place where you felt like you were in more, it resonated more with you, you know? And in doing that, you were able to find where you feel like a belonging. Maybe also it helped you to understand like where you had come from and where you were, you know? So you could walk into this, you know, really feeling secure, feeling balanced, feeling fulfilled, including not just spiritually, like including in the 3D, you know, like in your environment, feeling like ultimate security, you know, and comfort. I have the Knight of Swords. I'm going to see how the rest of the cards pull out because of that. Maybe there's an offer for something like that for you. Somebody that's going to come in and communicate that that's what they're looking for. Somebody who's going to be clear and honest. Somebody that's a good communicator when they do communicate. You or this person could be kind of stuck in your head. The thing that I appreciate about the Eight of Swords is that, and I just pulled this for someone yesterday. The thing that I appreciate about the Eight of Swords is that if you're the one that is ultimately kind of up in your thoughts about something, but the one that's like tying yourself, binding yourself to a certain mindset, you're also the one that can free yourself too, you know? You have all of the control in that situation. It's not up to anybody else. It's up to you. So you can free yourself from that, which is a beautiful thing because it means that you have all of the power. These two cards came out next to each other. Maybe you feel stuck in your head about how you're coming across. Maybe about a creative project. Maybe about I want to pull some more cards on this one. Really maybe about delivering what you want to deliver. You know, like the motivation behind it. What you're wishing for. What your deepest desires are. Maybe you feel stuck in your head about that. Maybe it's something you're working towards breaking away from. You can do it, by the way. Moving to a place where you feel like you can get away from the chaos that you've been feeling. Maybe even taking the chaos that you've been feeling and using it to form something productive that you feel intrigued by. The Hermit's coming out. You could be a Virgo, you could be dealing with a Virgo, you could be experiencing that type of energy, you know, the embodiment of that. You may also need to be looking into, if you haven't already, kind of withdrawing yourself. Maybe you need some quiet time. Maybe that would be helpful to you to be able to accomplish what you're looking to accomplish. For you to manifest what you're looking to manifest. For you to channel what you're looking to channel. Something may be taking longer than you wanted it to. You may have to be really putting your mind to something, focusing on something that you want. Taking the time to do that, like really setting time aside so you can delve into it. Maybe that's something that you need to communicate with others. Maybe it's something you would like to communicate. Maybe it's something you have been communicating. Maybe it's something you've not communicated. You've been holding on to that. There could also be something that you're holding on to as well that's holding you back, something that you would like to release, or something that it would be good for you to be mindful of holding on to, you know, because not everything needs to be said. Not everything needs to be said. Until the time is right, you know. And you have to listen to your intuition for that too. You're the only one that's going to know when time is right for you, you and your guides, to release something. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune. That can speak on karma, can speak on change that's meant to be happening based on karmic law, universal law. At the bottom of the deck is Justice. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra. You could be a Libra. Be dealing with that archetype of energy. Something could have ended with a Libra. Something that sense-wise you felt very attracted to emotionally, sensually. And senses can be, what are senses? What you're seeing, what you're feeling, what you're smelling, all of that. All right, we got the Page of Swords next. The Page of Swords speaks on, it can speak on wittiness. It can also speak on a watchful energy. Collecting information. Delaying something. Delaying something, weighing something in regard to money. Maybe you feel like money is delayed for some reason. You could be having a difficult time making a decision in the 3D. Could also be dealing with a Capricorn, somebody embodying that type of energy. You could be a Capricorn. Identify with that. We all have all of the, we all have every sign in our chart. It's just a matter of the placement of it. Okay, so it looks to me like there might be a delay in some sort of decision that needs to be made in the 3D in regard to your money, maybe a boss, something like that. Someone needs to make a decision, whether it's you or another person in your life. And it's regarding a matter of stability. I just had a card fall on the floor. It's the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody may be coming in and making an offer to you. When a card falls on the floor, some people might read that as something that's going to be happening in the future. Not immediately, but also what is the future? We all have a different way that we perceive time, and time isn't something in itself other than a construct, you know? So it just depends on what is soon to you and what is far away to you. And we also have control of speeding things up, slowing them down. Depends on our choices and all of that. Yeah, it really seems like some sort of decision needs to be made. Something's coming to a head that's going to need a deciding route of where you want to be going. Could be with a project, could be with a person, could be with a job. Could be worried about people wanting to take something that's yours, having ideas stolen from you, something regarding reciprocity, maybe a relationship, something like that. Equal give and take. Maybe you feel worried that you're not going to get what you feel would be equal give and take, and that's subjective, so maybe in regard to a dynamic that you have with another person, maybe also with your family. Also, your person could be part of your family. But maybe you feel like you might not get what you want in the end. And what is the end also? It's all relative. And as we speak of endings, the Death card comes out. Maybe something is shifting in regard to what you thought that you wanted. Maybe something needed to end. And really, like, the Death card, I think, at first glance, at first assumption, can seem intimidating, or like you don't want to see that, but the Death card is really a beautiful card. It's about not only death but rebirth. It's about something ending so you can be born into what you need to be born into. Like, you stepping into your power, you shedding skin, you really stepping into your power, transforming. It's a really amazing card. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Scorpio rising. I'm seeing the Four of Swords. So maybe in order to have this death and rebirth that you need, it takes some meditating, it takes some calm time. Maybe you need some time to yourself, or that's what you're being guided to do. Maybe you are in the midst of doing that for yourself. The Queen of Cups just jumped out. Maybe some of you are dealing with a water sign. Maybe you are a water sign. Maybe that archetype of energy is relevant in your life right now. The Queen of Cups is someone who can be dreamy, creative, a lot of ideas, emotional. I think it's important too to remember with the Queen of Cups that all of the dreaminess and the creativity and the emotion is very important, and also alchemizing that in a way where you can make your dreams happen too. And maybe that's the place where you're journeying towards right now. Maybe you want to be more in touch with your emotions and your feminine energy. And all of us have masculine and feminine energy, by the way. It doesn't matter what gender you identify as, if you identify as something specific, gender related. Alright. The last card that I'm going to pull, Temperance. I love Temperance. Temperance is a Sag card. That's about, ultimately it's about alchemy, really. It's about waiting until the right time to do things, tempering the storm, like finding balance within you, the yin and the yang, and really coming to a place where you feel like you step into your power, both of your yin and your yang, you know? Where you feel like both of them are functioning at 100% in a way where they make the perfect balance of exactly what you are. So I really love that card a lot. There's water in that card, there's earth in that card. There's air in that card. Really, all of everything is in this card. So we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it there. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming here for the beginning of it all. I'm really excited to be on this adventure with you, and as we open ourselves up to this, it's going to be quite an adventure, and I appreciate your time. And I appreciate your energy, and I'm wishing only light and love to you, and hope that this reading resonates for you and is helpful in some sort of way. Thank you again, and I will see you soon.